But now we can't see you.
Hang on. I can fix that in a second.
Thank you for all your work.
We're live.
Yay!
Hi, everybody. A little bit of technical difficulties, but we're live now. Oh, wait. Yep, we're good. I don't need studio mode anymore. You can start the music now.
Start the music.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
No.
Just reload your app or your page. That's what happened to me.
Nope, I still don't hear it.
I thought we had it sorted out. Okay. Is everyone on the music page?
Yes.
Not yet.
Oh, his face. At first thing you made him do that, I'm disappointed in your face.
Now I am.
Hey, music.
Everyone has music. It's one song. It says it's going to repeat.
Yes.
Assemble. On repeat. Is that the right one?
Yep.
I should have said, like, the King's Road just to fuck with you.
Remember that GIF I sent not too long ago? The DM's going to remember that.
I hear a dragon roaring over and over.
You talk a lot of smack for someone who I can kill on a whim.
Joke's on you, I rolled nat 20s on death saves.
Yeah, it's one on your turn though. Just line up 3 baddies and all of them just go for that kill shot.
That's true.
Alright, we good to go?
Good to go.
I believe so.
Sponsors. I would like to thank our first sponsor for the night, Monument Studios. Your campaigns will never be the same. Join the 11,000 plus gamers enhancing their TTRPG experience. Their best-selling bundle includes 280 plus Hollywood level scores, 100 plus immersive environments, 900 plus sound effects, 300 plus voice lines, fantasy, horror, sci-fi, and Western genres. Monument is a small, family-based company. They strive to deliver highest quality audio humanly achievable at the lowest possible price. All content is engineered from community feedback and requests. If you join their Fantasy Plus music app today, you can get 100% off by using our code WISH, WISH. First month is free. I would also like to thank Last Bastion Studios. They make comics, toys, and recently released their first wave of officially licensed Ultraman figures. If you would like to stay tuned for their special offers, free digital comics, and discounts, join up on their website and it'll be right at your hands. They will also be at 5 Points Fest 2024 in New York City on June 8th through 9th. Go check them out at 5 Points Fest, New York City. You check out their booth, tell them a Wurst Expert sent you. You might get a discount on the spot. Who knows? Azrael, how about your socials? Our socials, not yours.
We have them. Everything that has social, we got that link tree in the chat there to bring you out to all the socials, and there's pictures and stories and things, and it's more entertaining than I make it seem.
Wurst
Much
Experts
enthusiasm.
Roleplay. Everywhere.
What he said.
Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna start to read. Is there any more announcements that would anybody like to make?
If my voice goes out tonight, just go with it.
Alright.
Thanks with the recap.
Welcome back,
He's being
everyone.
consumed by chaos. Kill him! Sorry.
When we last left our adventurers, they were embattled in an intense power struggle to find out who would fill the void once the king succumbed to the rot. Sana had breached the palace walls and was moments away from victory when it was snatched away from her at the last minute as she was jumped by 4 of the fucking guards. Wait, no. Sorry, that's not right. This recap was written by Azrael. He's been on an Armelio kick, as that is what we had played last couple of weeks, when not everyone was able to attend, and is still bitter about how that one game ended.
Smart idea of making the
What
DM
did I
angry.
screw up on?
The whole recap.
Earlier you said comet instead of comic.
You also had a point where you said, wait, no. So
No, that
I
was
figured
that-
that
That
counts.
was actually
That
written
was
into the
in-
recap.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, continue.
Let's try this again, shall we? Welcome back, everyone. When we left our adventurers, they had captured the servant of Earnhard Knackel after a chase through the streets of Middenheim. As Cardinal, Tobias, and Bertrand dragged their sorely wounded captive back to Knackel's estate, Ezekiel was already deep in weaving his lies to convince the city guard of what transpired. As the companions walked through the threshold, Ezekiel caught everyone by surprise as he drew his crossbow and executed the man in an effort to maintain his deception. Bertrand's reactions was too slow to stop the crossbow from firing, but a quick thinking had him leap to the servant's aid and provided enough healing to snatch his soul from the jaws of death, and returned enough of a glimmer of life to his eyes to face interrogation. With the servant being resistant to the initial interrogation efforts, Altan hoped to speed things up by casting Zone of Truth. During the interrogation, the servant continued to do his best to dodge questions being asked of him until Altan threatened him with extracting information from his corpse.
So that's my bad. I forgot to write down Cardinal.
Wrong character, lads. Come on.
Yep. Yes, you
Yep.
did.
Yep. So,
And
Drink?
I didn't even proofread it. It's been my thing. Just don't proofread it. It was then that we learned that there are fates worse than death for the followers of the Dark Prince. From there, things progressed quickly, and the party soon learned that the entrance to the cult could be found beneath the large table in his master's office. After a brief scuffle among the party on whether they should kill the servant or not, the guards then departed, and the party descended into darkness. As the party made their way through the dark caverns beneath Erdhard's house, a slight blunder from Ezekiel revealed the party to a large group of chaos worshippers.
He's on a roll today.
Ezekiel revealed the party to a large group of chaos worshippers who were easily defeated. Exploring further, they found a group of people that seemed to be involved in the torture of others, and a room that appeared to have been converted into a makeshift temple to Slanesh. After another fight breaks out with the cult's priest and his protection, Ezekiel, Cardinal, and Calgar investigate the flame at the foot of the temple statue. Cardinal attempted to extinguish the flames, but instead caused the water to expand in a ball of tainted steam. So far, there have been no noticeable effects. So far, and that brings us tonight. Yes, I did say taint.
Alrighty. So we're all loaded onto the cavern screen now.
Yes.
Yes.
Everyone's good to go.
Is there a music change?
Not yet.
Thought I asked.
Alright, so you guys finished off the fight, you investigated all that stuff. What would you like to do?
Didn't we rolled them for gold last time, didn't we?
No, I
Yeah.
don't
The
think
ones
so.
that were up by the temple, yes, but you have a couple bodies down near the torture stuff that haven't been touched yet.
And there are
Yeah,
people
down there in
still
the
on the
house.
torture racks, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a guy on the rack. There's a couple that are like the ones down at the bottom there. They're like just, I think they're on like those like X frames. There might be a couple guys that are like chained to the floor. Everyone else looks like they're in cages.
And last time, did we figure out if they're willing or not willing? Or did we not figure it out?
I don't think you really looked into it.
Okay.
You were more concerned about the guards that were doing some chiropractic work.
I'll come down here with Cardinal and go, what the hell? I didn't realize there were so many. And I will... pull out my dancing lights and just put them over on...
I should say that
In
I'm
this room.
stealthing through.
Yeah. And you might want to let all of your buddies know that you're running off ahead.
I said that. Actually,
There seems to be a tunnel down further. I'm gonna go check it out.
Do any of
Okay,
us
let's-
actually hear that since we're
There was somebody
Over
else.
here?
And there was somebody else that was with me. It was hard for me to tell who it was.
It was Zeke, wasn't it?
What?
Next to the torture room.
Where's Ezekiel?
Over here.
I'll keep it over there. Gotta keep track of you now, you little murdering.
Okay.
34
think-
stealth.
As far as you're aware, you are stealthy.
Hey, Ezekiel, are these people trapped on these things? What do you think?
Oh, are they trapped? Do they look like they're trapped? Was that investigation? Checking for traps?
Okay, Bertrand just told there don't push any further. Yeah, you can roll investigation.
I don't think I want to go any further.
No, they're not trapped.
Are any of them are any of them awake?
Yeah.
They're awake, but they're seemingly oblivious to everything that's happening around them. It's almost like they are higher than a fucking kite.
Let us perhaps secure this place before we free them. I don't
mean,
like
they're
the
not-
idea of a herd of.
They're not going
Cardinal, who do you think
anywhere.
these people are?
Do any of them look like noble people, or do they all look like more peasants?
Roll a perception.
I'll roll on that as well if it's okay.
Yeah, fire away. From the amount of dirt and grime that's covering them, you really can't make out any social standing. The only thing that you can see is they've been down here for a while. They almost look like the same people that you first encountered when you came through the caverns.
Should we leave them strapped up? What should we do?
They're not going anywhere right now. I mean, it's more
Are they about to
dungeon-
die?
They don't look malnourished.
All right.
Probably not. Come on, boys. Let's go see what that owl then did.
Wait, where did the owl go?
I'm scared to ask.
Yelled something
Birdie,
about for the Lady of the Lake, and he just ran ahead.
Birdie, where'd the bird go?
I quickly fly down to where that light is.
And quiet, everyone. There are enemies ahead.
I'm gonna let my dancing lights just fade. Leave them in the back.
It's a good thing I totally remembered to pull them out for you.
Yeah. I can see in the dark, so it wasn't that big of a deal.
I think you all can, actually.
Yeah.
This is thy voice for this character, you Patch.
We're family friendly in the sense that I have a family and I tend to be a friendly person, but I would not advise for my own kids to watch this stream. Like when we did the charity stream and I found out that my kids were watching, I kind of felt bad.
Oh no.
Alright, so you move back down to where the torch is with the party and you're telling them to be a little quieter.
Yes. Hi, bear.
Bear.
Zeke, should I kill the torch?
Yes.
Technically, you guys won't be able to see me because I rolled stupidly high on stealth.
Well, if you
Just-
are making yourself known.
Yeah, you're like
Yeah,
talking.
you're not
to
hiding from
us,
your own people.
So
I'm hiding from my own people.
I am going to proceed stealthily from here because I assume we're all doing that.
See everyone else stealthing, and I'll try it myself.
I hold up 5 feathers, but I don't say a peep.
Okay, y'all think that you're fairly hidden.
I don't like how he's saying that. Does that concern anybody else?
I'm gonna stop you there. As you start to get up to the corner, you hear a voice coming from around it just going, "Heroes? Heroes, I know you're there. Why don't you come out and play?
Nope.
Step into the light. Let me see you."
Uh-oh. Oh, good. Gotta keep up with the streak of rolling horribly on every initiative.
Are we rolling initiative?
Yep, we are in a combat.
Did I put you into a combat?
It looks like
Oh, okay. I
we're
see it
rolling
now.
initiative.
I didn't mean to.
Oh,
Oh,
Well, lovely.
So let's
Undo that.
yeah, that
guys,
didn't happen yet.
These guys are friendly, obviously.
That might have been like when I was trying to set things up before, making sure everything was working, and I just forgot to clear it.
It's just they're friendly. They just
Mhm,
want
Oh yeah.
friendly hug.
Oh, fancy room.
Warriors, come out and play!
What is this?
There you are. I've been waiting for you to come.
Well, since you said it so nicely.
I'm gonna hang back in the dark.
I'm trying to stay on like the very edge of the torchlight here. I think it stops like right there.
Who shall you be?
My name's not important. What is important is why you've come down to my home.
What are we looking at?
So in front of you, you've got the. It's just another cavern that's naturally formed. It could have been carved. It could have been carved. Okay. The carpet is a very lush and expensive-seeming fabric, and you can almost make out various runes that are etched in, like kind of like they're carved into the fabric itself. The way up to the throne at the end is lined with torches, and between each torch is a tower of bones that's similar to what you saw in the temple. And the throne is also carved out of bones of various races, mostly humanoid, some not. And there's 4 decently armed soldiers in front of you, and one person that has the robes he's wearing seem to glimmer as they catch the light from the torches. It's a very fine, delicate fabric, almost like it's radiating, like it's almost flowing from the air currents being generated by the heat of the torches. It just seems like it's so light.
Sorry, just measuring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what she said.
So would you like to tell me why you've come down?
Well, you've been causing trouble, haven't you? We've come to put a stop to it.
Trouble? I wouldn't say it's just a little bit of fun.
wouldn't happen to know who are the evildoers to open the city gates against the siege?
Oh, why do you think they were evil?
Well, they
Mostly-
might not be evil to you, but they were evil to us. They were chaos warriors from the chaos ways.
Let's be honest, my Bretonian friend. They hardly qualified as warriors.
Well, that is true because they melted like butter against me.
And yet they did what they were tasked to do. And you were unable to stop them.
Sorry.
It's usually what happens when someone has an unfair advantage.
How long's it been since our previous fight?
Probably just a few minutes.
I'd
I'd be
say
surprised if it had more than like
10,
20, 30 minutes.
maybe 15. You guys were pretty brief when you just stopped to check out the ones that were strapped up.
No. Alright, I would like to be holding an action for the instant somebody actually pulls out a weapon.
Okay.
I think they're technically holding weapons already.
Yeah, the soldiers
Okay,
already have
but-
their weapons drawn.
As soon as somebody is actually
do
like
the
about to start the
soldiers look like?
confrontation.
I have to see what they're actually wearing.
Green cloaks. And
They look kind of
bows.
like rangers.
I'm sorry, I totally blanked. Can you repeat what the person on the throne said?
Which part? Basically, he's wondering why you're down here, is what he's asked you. And then you questioned if you knew who were the Chaos Warriors that opened the gates. You said they're not really warriors, they did their job.
Why are you down here?
I can't say that one.
Okay, so first, to answer the question, the soldiers are actually all they have like loose-fitting clothing around it, but as they're moving, you can hear plate clinking together, and they've each got a long sword that is of much higher quality than what you've come across before.
And that's the soldiers who are carrying it?
Yeah, those four there are the soldiers.
Can I roll a perception or a history to determine if I've recognized these warriors?
Do history.
A 22.
You've never seen soldiers dressed in this fashion before, and it's nothing. There's nothing really special that stands out about them. They just seem like they're professional soldiers that are well armed and well equipped.
Zeke, what should we do?
What about the person on the throne? How well armed would she be?
I should think it's a woman.
Just the tone of the voice? Or mannerisms?
No, it's actually a guy. It's just very, I don't know,
Flamboyant?
He's a Slaneshi guy.
lackadaisical. You don't see any weapon on him.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just wearing his very light, flimsy robe.
Hmm.
Well, I'm going to slowly get closer to the nearest warrior.
I'll step into the room as well.
And as I'm walking forward,
You step onto the carpet.
and I explode.
No, no. The expression you can barely make out his face underneath his hood in the firelight, and the moment you set foot on the carpet, his expression changes. He just stares, daggers, and goes, "You shouldn't have done that."
But it was a nice rug. I believe it should be stepped on.
Fight.
Now we're gonna roll for initiative.
Okay.
Technically, I'm not walking, I'm still floating.
Technically, you shouldn't have gone over his carpet.
Do I get
Oh, I
to do
didn't
my,
want to do
my
that.
held
Crap.
action?
No, stop! I hit the wrong button. It was rolling for everybody.
Free movement, quick, everybody run.
All right, there we go.
There are more dice rolls than what figures are
yep.
showing.
There it is.
Rolling everybody again. What the? Or did you guys roll it?
Yeah, I rolled mine.
I just rolled mine. I got that one we were talking about earlier.
No, it's showing me. Yeah, 4 soldiers.
It might be accidentally including the previous movie or something.
No,
Is it
That's
not
fine.
showing you any of ours?
no, it shows yours too. Yeah.
I know I clicked mine. It didn't roll.
Yeah, I did mine.
Yeah. No, it looks like everyone's good.
Alright.
All right, and Bertrand, you said you're just hovering above the carpet, right?
Yeah, I'm not standing on
Okay.
it.
Do I get to do
I
my
would
held
say
action?
I'd be 5 feet off the
or-
ground.
So you said you were holding your action for.
For as soon as somebody like the fight's about to the first sign the fight's about to start.
Okay, what were you
So
holding?
I was just ready for anything.
What were you holding as your action?
I was going to do a spell.
Holding my hammer.
What spell?
It could work out good, it could work out bad, but vortex warp.
Oh man, I was really hoping he was going to say create bonfire.
No, I have
Okay.
a better plan.
Because, yeah, holding your action and holding a spell are 2 very different things. Because holding your action is like,
Yeah.
I'm going to attack. Holding your spell is, you cast the spell. Right? And then you hold that effect and you don't release it yet.
Okay.
So if you were holding a spell, then the guy that's very clearly a mage would have recognized you were casting a
Yeah.
spell, and this would have started a lot sooner.
Okay. Sorry, that was my bad. Wrong words. Then if yeah, let's not do that then.
Okay.
Because that just that would have broken the current situation. So let's just not. Instead, we'll just pretend I didn't do anything because I don't have anything else.
You held your action to be as intimidating as you can be at 4 foot nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just
So-
standing on the edge of the light.
So let's start with one of the soldiers. And he doesn't like having a little floating dude over top of his carpet.
5 feet in the air.
Still within reach.
I know.
Okay, he's gonna take his first attack with the longsword.
Oh, there's an actual countdown now. What did he hit me with? Well, besides the longsword.
What was the reaction for?
Sentinel showed up.
Oh, that's just like it pops up every time.
Yeah, it's annoying.
A little bit, yep. And he's coming at you with both hands.
He
For 8
takes
points.
5 points of cold damage. Because I had Armor of Agathis on.
Okay.
Oh no.
Alright, do you want to cast that spell on yourself again then?
Yeah, it was casted last time.
Yeah, but it's not on your token. Just cast it without expending the charge for it. She said he takes 5. Okay, that's his first attack.
Now, wouldn't I need to take that off too, right?
Need to take which off? Did the damage apply to you?
It did previously, but it gave me the buff back.
Okay, I get you. And you were at full, so then
I was at full. It gave me 75 hit points. I'm down to 67.
yeah, then just go into your character sheet and remove the 5 temporary.
On one hit?
He did 8 damage.
Oh. That's not bad.
He's going two-handed on his longsword.
I bet he is. Filthy Slanesh worshippers.
And his second attack. Missed.
Well, Fox, that was a good one.
And then we have Bertrand.
I didn't do anything.
Oh, you missed my joke. It's not
I hate
funny
you.
if I have to repeat it.
It's 4 a.m., man. Hunter, it's you.
I know, I'm thinking.
Oh, now you're not a wizard. You don't have any spells to contemplate.
Yeah. Hit the
Smack
thing.
it, and if you crit,
Get with the
pump smite
bonkin.
into it.
Just get with the bonkin.
Would he like to take an attack of opportunity?
He would.
Ooh.
No, don't charge the big mage.
Oh, that fills me with so many tingles. I love it.
Okay, Slanesh worshiper. We don't want to hear about it.
And a nice clean whack as he tried to leave. Alright,
Did he crit me?
he did.
Okay.
At least he doesn't have Sentinel.
That would have been amazing. I would have pushed this combat into deadly.
Let's not go there, guys.
But he takes 5 damage again from your shield, right?
Just one time.
Oh, just doesn't.
Yeah,
Okay.
armor of Agathis only works if the shield itself is still up.
Oh, and that's the 5 temporary HP. Gotcha.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Give me a sec.
Ooh.
Clicked the wrong thing.
Come on, buddy. What you doing?
Conquering presence.
Oh, we lost Fox. Oh, there she is. Ish. What's conquering presence again?
Every creature that I see fit in 30 feet makes a wisdom saving throw DC 14 or become frightened.
I said wisdom save.
So all the baddies. So the 3 that failed, their speed is also 0.
Alright. So the one that passed is the one that's right in front of you.
Perfect. So the other 3 soldiers cannot move.
Alright, and what drops their speed to 0?
Or was that a later Bertrand build?
That
Give
might
me
have
a
been a
sec.
later one.
So they're all frightened.
It just can't.
Yeah, but
move.
frightened just means it can't move
But,
closer to
yeah.
the source of fear.
Yeah, I don't see. Yeah, it
And they
doesn't
have
look like it's
disadvantage,
frozen.
right?
Yeah, they have
Yeah, they would have a
disadvantage
disadvantage
on
against
ability
me.
checks and attack rolls while the source of fear is within its line of sight. So they can't willingly get closer to Bertrand, and they have disadvantage.
I think it was a later conquering presence.
Okay. Alright, that's your action. Tobias.
I'm gonna reach my hand back like I'm grabbing an arrow. Instead, I'm not, and I'm just gonna go like this.
Grab a gun. Oh, yeah.
And I'm gonna flash my fingers down towards the end of the chamber, cast Fairy Fire. They've got to make a what is it?
We're not level 7, are we?
Dexterity
5,
check.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
5.
Okay. It was the Aura of Conquest that would do it.
So now, all of the except for that one soldier that passed, any attacks on the other soldier and the mage are at advantage. And they can't go invisible. And then what I'm going to do is back out of the chamber for now. And that's my turn.
Okay, Ezekiel.
Is this spot right here, just diagonal and left of Caligar, is that in the light or is that still in the darkness?
There should be dark.
Okay. I'm gonna move there. Because this fight is happening only 15 minutes after our last fight, I'm still concentrating on Hex.
Yep.
So I'm gonna Hex the mage.
Okay.
I think the music stopped.
Mine's going.
What does it think I'm concentrating on now? Oh, it's the same thing. Okay. I don't need to do the damage roll.
All right, so you're hexing the mage.
And then I am going to pull out my crossbow, aim it, and fire 2 eldritch blasts at the mage.
Okay.
So these are at advantage.
It's almost
correct?
like that
Oh, come
meme that I
on.
just posted.
Except I did this a while back.
You're letting me down.
Yeah, you did it last time or the time before.
Why, Booty? Why have you failed me?
What happened to the music?
He's working on the music, I think.
Music just came back for me.
So your first Eldritch Blast streaks across the room and then detonates inches away from his body.
Eldritch Bast?
You said blast.
No, he said blast.
I heard Bass.
You also said comet instead of comic, so.
Fair point.
All right,
well,
kids.
I was waiting for a I'm a rogue.
I'm gonna. Well, I'll just do the second one at him as well. Is this one still at advantage? Because he's still
Yes.
in
Yeah,
fairy
as
fire?
long as Fairy Fire is up, you have advantage on the attack. Okay, yeah, that one hits.
Perfect. Right click the damage. Need to do an extra 1d6. Oh. Plus 1d6 of.
Necrotic from the hex, right?
Yeah. And on top of that, because it's at advantage, I get sneak attack?
Yes.
Not to be the rules lawyer, but isn't sneak attack with a weapon?
Yes.
Yep. Yep, you're right.
Nope.
Yep.
Take the 3.
Finesse or ranged weapon.
That's
Depends
fine.
on if you want to
Weapon.
count Eldritch Blast as a weapon.
Take it back. That's fine.
No, it's
correct.
a ranged spell attack.
You're correct. That is fine.
Yep. You targeted him for that, so it actually got applied, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll end my turn.
Alright. Now it's the mage's turn.
Hey, Cup.
And Frank, you have no idea how much I hate you right now.
Was he going to go
He's gonna
invisible?
go invisible?
He was gonna cast Greater Invisibility. You son of a bitch.
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
He can still try it.
No, it wouldn't work.
No, he sees himself glowing and he's like, oh, I'm not happy right now. So now the question is, do I put the spell back on the table that I had initially taken off the table? And I don't think I'm that mean.
Is that fireball?
No, Fireball's always been on the table. What's the step above Fireball?
The late
New
last
fire.
fireball?
Cone of
Cone of
Cold?
cold?
That does 8d10 damage
yeah.
instead of 8d6?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
cone of cold is nasty.
That's a little too much for you guys.
At level
No,
5?
please.
Yes.
I'm a rogue. That does not have evasion because I'm only a little rogue.
So he's not even getting off his throne.
It's Cup Hammerlock. How do you do?
But he recognizes the eldritch nature of the blast ahead and says, I see you have magic. I brought my own.
Nope, that's not magic. Those are crossbow bolts from my crossbow. I yell out of the darkness.
Because I'm a rogue.
Because I am a rogue.
There needs to be a meme.
Well, I can't see you, but I can see your little dwarven friend. And then a streak of red comes out from his hand.
Ooh, am I around the corner?
Fireball goes
Yeah,
around
fireball
corners.
wraps.
Oh,
Fireball
does it?
wraps.
Yeah,
Oh,
it does.
shit.
Kaboom!
Uh-oh.
How many hit points am I at? This could be bad for me.
Do I have Indomitable yet?
Do I have anything yet?
Why are my dice rolls so terrible?
I don't think I do have Indomitable
I'm
yet.
expecting that one's the only high dice roll I'm going to get tonight.
Yeah.
Hey, at least it's half damage.
Oh no.
Yeah, but he got some really good damage rolls off of that.
Oh, shit. There goes Fairy Fire.
Oh no.
Oh, that makes me a happy DM right now.
Oh,
That was as far as I could move. I couldn't move any further. And that was as far as I could go in the room and still cast the Fairy Fire, too. So I just couldn't get away.
Okay, so the soldier right beside Bertrand.
Frightened.
He is frightened. So let's just see here. So he can't move closer to you, and he has disadvantage on attacks and ability checks. Okay. But he can still attack you.
anybody is wondering, we do not have any health potions left in the party loot bag.
You did
Yeah, 'cause
pick
I
up a
expect-
couple of health potions off of the priest, though.
Thank fucking God. How many?
2.
Mhm.
Are
So
they
he's
standard?
yeah, they were just basic, like little tiny vials.
And are
Yeah,
you
they were
doing,
just standard.
I can't remember. Are you doing health potions the same as mine?
Yeah, bonus action to take it, full action, do the full thing,
Okay, cool.
or feed it to somebody. So the first swing at the bird misses. Second swing at the bird. Oh,
You could have 2 and a 20.
yes. So that missed. Why does it say he's still covered by fairy fire?
He likes it.
Yeah, the fairy's left, and he's like, "No, wait, come back." Yeah, he can't get closer to you, so he's just going to close ranks.
I love Bertrand.
He's gonna chill where he is. He's getting ready in action if someone gets closer to attack, so you don't get to his mage. And then same thing for a buddy beside him.
Now, who has the potions? So I never picked them up, just to be clear.
I think
It's
it was.
I would
Cardinal
figure
or
Cardinal and Ezekiel.
Both of them looted the corpse, so it could be either one.
I think it was Zeke that searched the body and got the potions.
Yeah, it wasn't me. Anyways, death save.
You're down?
She got hit for 32 from that fireball.
How much health do you have?
I already lost a bunch because
Yeah,
of that stupid
she got
fire thing.
she got hit before. She wasn't at full health.
Ouch.
Well, I rolled it. Were you able to see it as?
Yeah, I saw it.
That makes one
And
of us.
Calgar.
Well, I'm going to run over here, interpose myself between Cardinal and the people in the room. As I turn around with a Cure Wounds, we're going to upcast it.
You are now my favorite.
You get 16 back.
Ooh,
Nice.
that's a good hit. roll.
Nice.
Do we want to know your favorite what, Fox?
I think she said.
No,
No,
she
she said
is
I am now her favorite.
He's not your favorite. Okay.
Yes, which is good because she was my favorite. I'm returning the favor. We are now forever drinking buddies.
My dwarven friend. This slight against me hurts my feelings.
But you haven't like reached drinking buddy status. Right now we're like just co-conspirator status.
I can't drink. I don't drink.
Exactly. That's your problem. I'm a dwarf. I drink.
All right, that's all you got for Calgar?
Yeah, that's what I think I got. I think, hold on. I might have a bonus action left to do. I can go remember my. Trying to see if it tells me if I have any charges left. Yes, I do. I'm going to bonus action, defensive field. Give myself an extra 5 HP.
Cool.
It's something.
That is an amazing ability. I love it.
Okay, and that's it. Yep. So that's my turn. I run up and I just, not yet, Cardinal. Pick her up, and that's my turn.
Oh, I did forget the 3 soldiers that were frightened do check their fear
Right,
at the
they
end of
do
their
need
turn.
they get to roll wisdom.
Wisdom.
It was 14, right?
Yes.
Nope.
Yay!
Okay.
Jeez,
The one that's not afraid,
To take a stand.
he can't give up an opportunity to flank.
Everybody. Thanks for
He's
following,
going
Cal.
in
It's okay.
two-handed.
He's not hit points. He's fine.
Yeah, he's doing his tanky job, right? I don't know why I didn't roll that with advantage. It's not a crit. So that one does 7 damage. And then he's going to attack again. For 6. And Bertrand.
I do say, sir, you're starting to annoy me.
I'm gonna pump in a level 1 Divine Smite into him.
Sure. Just do add it into the formula. Or I guess you did that way too, that works.
Still does not work, but okay.
I'll roll the 2d8.
I think I get some bonuses too. Let me see.
Doesn't matter. How does he die?
After he strikes me against my backside, I do a quick turnaround as I'm flying above him and just take off his head.
Please never say strikes me against my backside ever again.
And as
He
I'm
struck my
twirling
backside.
around after I take off his head, I'm gonna go for his buddy that is in front of me.
At least he wasn't using a piercing weapon.
Do you get any
It
bonus against
works.
people that are frightened
Oh,
of you?
right. That cleave.
Yes.
Sorry, Fox.
So I did a total of 21 points of damage to the initial guy. How much goes into the other one?
He takes 7.
Okay.
Alright, so that was your first attack. And then... Yeah, do you have a bonus against someone that's afraid of you? Or is that a later thing?
So what now?
Do you have a bonus against someone that is afraid of you? Or is that something that's later?
That's later.
Okay. Yeah, you swing and you connect, but your blade deflects off the plate mail that's underneath his cloaks. Anything else?
All right.
Tobias.
What's this bleeding thing?
It just says you're below half.
Oh, okay. All right. Tobias is going to come around the corner, smoking. Just smoke comes right off of him. Actually, I'm going to...
You mean he's not
Yep.
billowing?
No, I'm gonna keep back in the shadows.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna take a shot at the mage. Now, do I have advantage on this because he can't see me, or can he see me?
He cannot see you.
He cannot see me.
Yeah, that hits.
That damage, and then I'm gonna take another shot. Ooh, really bad.
That does not.
And then I'm gonna duck back around the corner. That's my turn.
Ezekiel.
Is it a action, free action, or bonus action to pass somebody a potion that I have on me?
If you want to just like hand it off, I'd say that's a free action. If you wanted to feed it to her, that'd be a full action.
Okay.
I forgot to ask.
What's that?
What does the rug look like?
You did ask, and I mentioned it. It's like a lush, I don't know, thick carpet that's got runes like carved into it.
Oh.
Oh
thanks.
dear, there's blood on your rug now.
I am going to run up to Cardinal, pass her one of the 2 health potions that I have that aren't in my inventory currently, and
Thank
then
you.
Run away.
I'm going to cast Darkness. We'll do it right there. And use the other bonus action to drink the other potion that I don't have in my inventory, but that I have.
Okay. So then just roll the 2d4 plus 2 to take it, and then add it on.
You know what would be funny? If the mage could see through your darkness.
Well,
Shit.
I'm still in the light there, aren't I?
Just, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good enough. End my turn.
So once the darkness envelops him, he just kind of laughs and is like, "Don't you ever find the darkness just wraps around you like a warm, comforting blanket?"
I prefer an actual blanket. I think technically that would also extinguish those 2 torches, unless they're made from a spell of 2nd level or higher. Not 100% sure.
Yeah, it blocks the light from coming out. They're just regular torches.
Oh, okay. Oh, he did the thing.
Raise your hand if you saw that coming. I raised my hand.
I was hoping with the darkness he'd think he was safe.
Were you guys able to see him move? Did he move?
Yeah, it actually shows him shows something right here.
Okay. Yeah, because you're aware of his presence, so that's... Let me just see. Like, it looks like... Zoom in on it, just so I can see on the stream. Because it looks like a circle with, like, radiant waves, right?
Yeah, we don't actually see the character, it just shows
Yeah.
the waves.
Yeah, so you can hear him. That's what that's indicating.
Gotcha.
And then the soldier attacks Bertrand at disadvantage. And he whiffs, and I don't know why it's still private. And he does it again.
You sound defeated.
No. And then a wisdom save. These soldiers aren't very wise. And they're still holding their action. If any motherfucker tries. Oh, sorry. Wisdom saves for those two.
I mean, that channel to divinity really saved our bacon from being overwhelmed.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
That fairy fire would have been so cool if we got to use it.
If it had stayed, I would have been so upset.
Yeah.
Alright, Cardinal.
I guess I should have been just a little bit more in the room.
Okay. God, I have the potential to do something really shitty.
Cardinal, just go ahead. Ruin my day. I fucking dare you.
Okay. I'm gonna cast sleep in this area.
I love it.
It's such a clutch spell.
Oh, thank God I was nowhere near there.
I ain't going so you want inside.
Alright, so two of the soldiers just fall over asleep. But the other one and the mage are still going.
Okay, that's good.
Which soldiers fell asleep?
The one in front of Bertrand and the one at the bottom.
Okay.
It's an automatic crit too if they get stabbed.
Yeah, if you're within
Mhm.
5 feet.
With my bonus action, I'm going to take that healing potion.
Okay,
So,
2d4 plus 2. Just roll the dice and then add it in manually.
okay, gotcha. Yes. He did commit murder. Out of character, I do.
Technically, she does know because you did murder the servant, but I was able to bring him back to life.
Yes.
I mean, it was
Attempted
attempted
murder.
murder. It wasn't murder.
It's attempted murder.
Well, I mean, it wasn't attempted. You succeeded at murdering his ass.
Calgar, I'm gonna. You wouldn't know that he'd be there.
Well, as he's walking from where he was, he would have heard that he was in that area. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, because I've still got the sound circle thing. So I'm just walking in over here, but I have a different idea. I don't have to see him to light the floor on fire.
Oh my god, I love this spell.
Because nobody uses it in any of your games.
Yeah.
Okay, so he has a Dex 15 save.
Oh, he failed it.
But he
He,
saves his concentration.
yeah. He's still invisible, but now his ass is on fire. And
Be invisible if he's on fire? Is that a thing?
Well, he doesn't catch on fire.
Ah, okay.
Wouldn't the flames just wrap around his body though?
I have no idea.
I mean, with
I mean,
where
And
the template was
illuminate
placed,
him?
it's more like the flames are like running up his back.
Yeah, it's also that and like create bonfire. There's a weird spell where you can like use it underwater and in the vacuum of space, and nobody really knows if it actually casts light. It's kind of a funny one. I do find it hilarious that I can take it underwater and be like, I'm going to
I'm
stew
going
up a
to
kraken.
stab the sleepy soldier. Poke.
Okay.
Now it'd be advantage, right?
Yeah.
Yes, advantage, and if you hit, it's an auto crit. So I will just clarify one thing. I wanted to look it up. Opportunity attacks are only if you can see an enemy. So if he moves away, you're not going to hit him.
Yeah, I figured.
I just put the tip of my sword in his throat. And slice up. Slice? Slice up.
Slice? Slice?
Slice?
Do you turn his head into a slushy?
Yep.
Okay.
You won't find me drinking from that fountain.
I should hope so.
What?
It's the armor. Like, you go to stab him right in the middle of his chest, and just the way the robes are falling across, you don't get the right angle, and just skids off the armor plate.
That's so lame.
It's the joys of wearing full plate. Roll better next time.
All right.
Tobias.
Tobias will come around the corner. I'll go one more. And I see the one guy on the ground. I don't see the mage. I don't see where he is. So I'll just take a shot at the one guy that's still standing and frightened. And because I'm in the dark, I get advantage, right?
Yep.
Shit. And I take another shot.
That hits.
Ten damage. And I think I'll just back up, but stay in the dark. I won't go around the corner, and that's all I can do.
The ones on the ground, like by Bertrand.
No,
This
He was
guy's
always
asleep.
awake.
yeah,
The bottom one is the one's asleep. You do hear some heavy breathing coming in front of Calgar. Well, I will say, you can still attack him, it's just you're at disadvantage because you can't see him. Like, you know he's within 5 feet of that point. No? No. You're thinking sneak attack, which gives you the extra d6 damage. No. Advantage is the 2 dice to hit. But sneak attack is either if you have a friend within 5 feet, or if you have advantage. Yes. Okay.
See, if you were a rogue,
You
could- have just run there.
Your soldier now has an opportunity attack, or uses holding action.
Yeah.
Is
He
the
can't
guy
see
on
him
the ground still
because he
sleeping?
bamfs out of existence, then reappears in the darkness, so he doesn't see him.
Attaboy.
No, okay, yeah.
I appreciate you trying to be that guy though, because I love being that guy.
I know. You do it in my game.
Stabby stab.
Stibbity
All right,
stab.
this you get advantage on and sneak attack.
Nice.
There you go. Yeah, 1d6 at level 2. And just add it to the formula there. Okay, how does he die? Let's see what he can do.
Because he's on fire.
Well, he doesn't want to keep standing in the fire, that's for damn sure.
Oh, come on. Just work on that suntan.
So Calgar, you hear him starting to walk kind of like around you, and as he's moving around you, you can feel the breath on your face as he leans close and says, "You want to go introduce that bird to your hammer?"
Uh-oh.
I'm going to like very visibly like cringe away from the voice, just automatically.
I think he's making charm.
He goes uninvisible?
It's a concentration spell.
Haha, no.
Ah,
Wait, no, I failed. Never
So,
mind.
Yeah, so you have a very sudden urge, like it seems like the greatest idea in the world, to show Bertrand what it feels like to get hit in the face with your hammer.
You, sir, should not mess with my friend. I mean, Steed? Nope, friend.
And because I did this in the right way, I might have screwed myself.
I think he's still asleep.
He's still asleep, yeah.
Snores. Lovely, lovely snores. Right. He revealed himself, which is the perfect time to flash recall, that good spell that I have. So I'm going to use my bonus action to do that. I'm going to switch out. Where is it? I'm going to switch out command for guiding bolt. And I'm going to guiding bolt this motherfucker. Come on, come on. Don't shield. Don't shield.
Your hand comes up, and the bolt of energy starts to arc across the room, and halfway across, it fizzles and dies.
Oh,
Bastard.
counterspell.
Oh, that was such good damage too.
Except it still went through. Why would you do that?
Because I don't like you right now.
I don't know how to bring him back.
is there Control Z?
No.
Click on the target and click
But there's-
on the yeah. Toggle always HP on, and you could put points into that way.
It's a setting somewhere. I've changed it so it removes them from and prevents me from clicking.
Oopsie.
Oops.
I
Oops.
regret nothing. That's for counter spelling. Can't you just reverse the damage? Just right click guiding bolt and unapply it or something.
Gives you a pop out, make private, or delete.
That's weird.
I've got another way of doing it. It's just I'm just gonna bring another token out.
Ouch. More than I have. Wait, no. I have more.
Hmm.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'd like to move right here, please. Thanks.
Oh, now it's showing me the mage.
Mm-hmm.
Suggestion doesn't work like that.
Doesn't work like what?
I don't think suggestion allows you to hurt other creatures.
Yeah, it doesn't let you hurt the creature you're casting it on.
You use asking creature to stab itself, throw itself onto a spear.
And
No,
hurt
he asked me to
itself.
hit you, not me.
I know.
Yeah, that's one I read very carefully to see is there anything that's going to stop me from having someone attack a party member, and there's not.
Got it.
Hmm.
So you can remove that guiding bolt effect on him. It'll give advantage.
Polygar's going to bring out a tennis racket and go after him.
Is it just one attack?
You don't know.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize we were back to my turn.
Yeah, it's your
Yes.
turn.
Yeah, so I guess you're just gonna see me like kind of eyes glaze over a little bit as I look over at the owl and run over here.
Is he tall enough to reach me?
Oh, come on.
No, I'm dead serious because I am 5 feet up in the air.
And I'm not tiny.
He's 4'8", so yes, he can reach you.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna run over here and try to swing at the owl. How long does suggestion last? Because you just told me to introduce the owl to my hammer. So do I just like keep going with it, or? Because it says to follow the
Suggestion.
order. Suggested course of action can continue for the entire duration. If the suggested activity can be completed in a shorter time, the spell ends when I finishes what I asked it to do. So does that mean they just have to hit him? Since
Yeah.
you asked me to introduce him to my hammer?
Yep.
Okay.
That's true. You could have just said, "Hey, have you met my hammer?"
He's a dwarf. He's got to hit people with it.
There's only one proper way to introduce somebody to a hammer. Alright, so I come up behind you and I swing and I miss once, and then on that second swing I kind of just reversed my arm to catch you when you weren't expecting it. As I just smack my hammer across your back.
Oh, why'd you do that for?
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
Just if you turn around to see me, it's like I kind of look confused. I look at my hammer real quick. I look back at you. I look back at the mage. I was like, I hate mages.
Bertrand.
You're gonna pay for that, you evildoer. I cannot target him.
Yeah, it's something. I have to figure out what setting that was. So, just roll your attack. You might have to do it manually.
The setting should be in my DQL if I'm not wrong.
I doubt a 9 hits.
A 9 is not, no.
There's a 20 hit.
Normally, yes. But then there's a flash of energy.
Did he already use his reaction to cast counterspell?
Oh, he did.
You are correct, yes. Also, wouldn't have made a difference because 20 would still hit. Yeah, so it hits. Let's roll the damage.
Fuck
I
him
know.
up first.
I'm trying to bring up the damage formula.
How do you want to do it?
Oh, he just dies before I pump in the Divine Smite?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll save my Divine Smite.
You made my friend hurt me. Then I shall just split you in two. Starting from the bottom.
You don't really get good, like, are you sawing your way up with the sword?
Yep.
And you're flying while you're doing it too.
I fly downward and I stick my sword between his legs and fly upward.
You get about halfway up, and, like, the light's leaving his eyes. Like, you can see the pain through
know-
every
You know,
cut,
I might
every
have should've
slice,
just
and he's just
gone
going,
for the head.
"Oh,"
because
he just
was
reaches out and, like, kind of
enjoying it.
caresses your face and goes, "Thank you."
Don't touch me.
You know, that might have
You
not
knew what
been
you
the
were getting
best
into.
course.
I didn't think that through.
Alright, he is very much dead.
I forgot who we were dealing with.
In my head, I made that so much worse. Like you just start to slice, and you're like, he just starts giggling with joy, and he's like, ah.
No, it's still painful, right? But he's
Yeah,
just like just
But he's just
embracing the
yeah,
sensation of it.
he just loves it anyway.
Alright, so with that guy being asleep, I'm not gonna make you guys roll for it. I'm assuming you're just gonna walk over and kill him.
Oh, are we gonna keep him alive?
Oh, wait, is he next to like a cliff or something?
No,
A cliff?
Okay.
you're in a cave. I guess there could be
we were
cliffs.
in a cabin.
Yeah,
There
but
could,
no,
you never
no,
know.
it's solid
But
walls.
not in this particular one. Okay. Never mind.
As
mean,
I
we
see
could.
him drag him over there, I'm gonna say, loot him first.
Yeah, he's still asleep. We can pat his pockets, and then I could just make a new fire under it.
Do you wake up if you take damage?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
If you get slapped awake or something, so we want to make sure that he dies instantly. So we'd have to like all stand around him. I light a fire. Bertrand swings. Ezekiel stabs him. Tobias might shoot him.
Cardinal watches. These mortals make terrible life choices.
You might want to phrase that differently. Because apparently, you enjoy watching people burn alive.
I said make
Just keep in mind where we're at. Just keep in mind.
So are we coming out of
First.
combat?
Yeah, y'all in the combat.
Yeah.
I'd say I enjoyed
That's not what I'm
watching.
trying to hit.
Also,
Just the
pass
way
it
you
on
said
please.
cardinal watches.
Yeah, she watches all of them make terrible life choices. Judgingly, thank you.
I'm gonna walk over towards the mage. I'm gonna say, "Does that asshole know how much we spent at the beauty salon?" And I'm just gonna kick him as hard as I can. As my
gonna loot-
hair is singed and still smoking.
Roll a d20
Oh
for me.
yeah. I'd like to roll this as
Roll
well.
a d20 for the hair.
Not quite. Okay, so when you go to kick, like you kick him in the side, and you get a bit of blood on your boots. Calgar, you said you're rolling too?
How singed is my beard? With an 8.
How singed is you? I thought you were kicking the guy.
No, how singed is my beard?
Oh.
With an 8.
It. You had to pat out a few embers, but it's more or less in the same. It's in decent condition.
Do you
I would
see me
like
pull out
to-
a small little book? I start writing in my little book. I keep looking over at this guy and I'm pissed. At
would
which
like-
point, after that, I'm going to go and loot the dead people and the sleepy guy.
Yeah, I was gonna do that too.
I'm going for the mage. Check his pockets.
Okay, so do you want me to just roll at advantage, or do you want to roll 2?
Either
You
or
could
works
roll
for you
at
guys.
advantage.
Go for advantage.
Wow. One of those was decent. Alright, so with a whopping 17.
And you said you're looting all the bodies, right?
Yep, I'm looting the bodies and the sleepy guy.
I'm saying he's burned to a crisp. All right, so going through the bodies, you find a total of 91 gold, 66 silver, 44 copper, and 3 platinum. As for anything on them, on the mage, the robes were of good quality, but now they're like ripped in half and like soaked in blood. The soldiers are all equipped identically. They've all got full plate mail on, and now that you're looking at them, moderate craftsmanship for the longswords, but nothing special.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry, could
so
you
how
repeat
much?
the money?
Yeah, how much silver?
It was
And
91
bronze.
gold,
Okay.
66 silver, 44 copper, 3 platinum.
Put it in the party loot.
I just put that down in chat so that we'd have it for the moment.
Just gonna stand over the mage and start cleaning myself up.
All right.
Can
and I'm just
prestidigitation do wonders on your hair is the question.
No, it can't. It can't regrow hair.
Yeah, but at least it can change the the burnt ends to like still be a matching color, so it's not like too jarring.
Yeah, and I'm still just grumbling and very pissed about that. He touched my beard. As I write down a personal grudge in my own little grudge book.
Is that what that was?
Yes. It's a grudge book. I'm a dwarf. What good dwarf that goes without a grudge book? None.
Just gonna look over his shoulder and realize what you're doing and just turn
Hey
away.
Zeke, what's up there?
So you turn around to ask Zeke what he sees, and you don't see him.
No? Hey, where the fuck did Ezekiel go? Ezekiel?
I don't know. He sorry.
Ezekiel!
Where did he get off to now?
You guys find no trace of him.
Mother of God.
What's in this room up here?
So, Cardinal, as you come up, in the darkness to your left, you notice there are three rough shape. Three chests that look to be in rather rough shape.
Just a couple of chests. Where the hell did Zeke go? Ezekiel, I swear to God, if you're hiding in the darkness and I find out, I'm gonna whoop your ass. Okay. He's not here.
Alright. Step out of the room. I'm going to carefully open these chests, see what we got. Now, in case they're trapped, just be careful. I'm going to carefully open them.
Okay, so you open the first one at the top there,
Yeah.
and inside you see a bundle of clothing. It looks like it's rather poor quality. Like it would look like it would be very itchy to wear.
Alright, I'll move on to try the next one.
Okay, the bottom one, you open it up, and it's plates and cutlery, but looks like it's been taken piecemeal from various taverns throughout the city.
The last one, I'm going to be very, very slow opening it up.
You hear a click,
Ah, shit.
and like you hear the click, and you kind of brace yourself, and like you're holding your breath, and nothing's happening, and then from behind you, you hear the sound of stone grinding against stone.
I look and see what it is.
The wall on the far side just recedes back into itself.
Well, that's the one way to do it.
Oh, sweet. Careful, careful.
Okay.
Be careful going in.
I'm just kind of walking my way forward slowly. I don't see anything, and
I see boxes.
what do I see in this room?
I need to pull it up.
Did my 17 perception check not reveal anything about Ezekiel? Did he just suddenly disappear?
You see no trace of him.
Mother.
Yeah, he had secondary reasons for popping up that darkness club.
I just realized something. It would not have made a difference, though.
Okay.
When, who was it that cast Pass Without a Trace? Yeah, okay. So when you went down, that came off of everybody.
Yes, it did.
But that doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when you step into the room, you see 4 chests, but unlike the first ones you found, these ones are very ornate in their design. The metal banding on it, the craftsmanship, like even from dwarf standards, you're impressed by the amount of work and care that went into making these chests look as presentable as possible, even though they're stashed in the darkest corner. And as you're going through them, the ones that are open to the top and there's coins spilling out, um, you go through it. And you take the time. It takes you about 20 minutes to just sort everything, and you figure it equals out to about 1,500 gold pieces, 3,500 silver, and 900 copper.
Please write that down.
Yeah, I wrote it down.
Thanks.
Well, if Ezekiel's not here, does he get any?
I guess not.
Well, you keep flipping open lids to the chests, and the bottom two, there's even more stuff.
Careful, careful. They might be trapped. Slowly.
They open easily. There's nothing. They figured that you weren't getting past the closed wall. So inside, you find 4 pieces of art. It's a large gold bracelet, a carved ivory statuette, a brass mug with jade inlay, and a large, well-made tapestry. And you figure each of them are going to be worth about 250 gold.
I didn't get all that. 4 pieces of art, large
Four
gold
pieces.
bracelet,
4
good
pieces of art.
tapestry. What else?
Gold bracelet, ivory statuette, brass mug with jade inlay. Each value is 250 gold.
Bastion, you're typing this in, right?
I can put it in
I'm-
later. I'm just writing it down.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
You find 3 potions in the chests. 2 are round-bodied glass vials, the very vibrant red liquid inside. That when you move it, they kind of shimmer, even in the darkness. And the other one, the liquid inside seems to be layered with different colors of brown, silver, and gray, as if they're matching like the bands of stone. And no matter what you do with it, those colors never mix.
Okay,
Got
so
it.
that was 3 potions with the red shimmering liquid and 1 with multicolored hues.
Two red
two
ones
red
and one
2
layered.
red, 1 multicolored.
1.
There's also a token inside. You pick up. It fits roughly in the palm of your hand, and it's the design. Again, it's very fine craftsmanship, but it looks like it's 3 feathers that are arrayed in a fan. There's also a golden brooch of 2 shields that are connected by weaving bands of gold. And a cloak that's made of a rich blue material that easily flows around your hands. But when you pull it out and you kind of shake it to get a better look at it, you can see the kinetic wave flowing through, and it looks like the material actually hardens as that shockwave moves through the fabric.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to sit down for a second, and before we actually like start stashing away anything, as we're just taking it out, do a detect magic. And
So you
is
see an aura emanating from the golden brooch, from the cloak, and from the metal token.
okay. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I saw it.
All right. I'd like to. All right. I'm going to point out these 3 items as we're going through. These 3 are magical. Leave them with me for a little bit. And I'd like to identify all 3 items. And
Well,
see if they'll tell me anything.
Yes. So where to go?
Would this be considered a short rest?
Yeah, it's gonna take you like
Yep.
the amount of time going through.
It's
You guys
at
are
least
gonna get a
40
short
minutes
rest.
of me sitting still. That's 40 minutes of me sitting still just with magic items alone.
So what you learn from identify is the golden brooch is a brooch of shielding. The cloak is a
Okay.
cloak of protection, and the token is a Qual's feather token, comma fan.
1
The
second.
hell's that?
I don't know what that last one is either.
It's a good thing you have D&D Beyond. You can just go look it up.
Yep. And that was, what was that last one called?
Qual's feather token brackets fan.
Awesome.
What was the second one again?
Cloak
Oh,
of
I know what
protection.
that one does. Okay.
And then potions. There's 2 greater healing potions and a potion of climbing.
May I have a greater healing potion?
Oh,
Bertrand, are you going to take any of this money?
I would like to, please.
Okay.
And maybe a cloak?
okay. So I didn't know
Well-
what the thing did.
Depends who has the.
But yeah, hold on.
A cloak would bump my AC up to 18.
Okay,
if
but we
it-
also
if
have
anybody-
squishies, so hold on.
If there are squishies, that would be more detriment.
Cardinal, what's your AC?
My AC 17.
Okay. And I'm
yours?
assuming Bertrand's at 17.
Yes.
Okay. Ezekiel's a rogue, and he usually stays back.
And he's
Tobias,
not
he
here.
usually sit back. Um.
Nobody
Okay.
cares since you're not here.
No, it's
If
still
you were
nice to know.
here, if you weren't sneaking around doing God knows what.
Is
Alright,
I have to find
and
out.
so Calgary said you're taking the magic items with you, right?
Yeah, I'm holding on to them since I had to go do the thing.
Alright, so I put them all into your inventory.
Damn, the famous.
Including the potions.
You're putting it all in his sheet or in the party?
No, I put it into his sheet.
Okay.
Yeah, I was sitting there having to identify everything, so I had to go touch the thing anyway. We can still distribute it out fine.
So
all
we-
right, so mine is.
We get a short rest, right?
Yeah, you can take a short rest.
So yeah, with that the cloak, either Bertrand or Cardinal, I think should have it. My AC is already 18, so one of you two can benefit out of it.
How much health do you have?
Because you,
Cardinal? Total?
she
40.
has a lot less than you.
4-0?
Yeah, 4-0.
Why don't you take the cloak? Because sitting
Have
on
60.
sitting on 70 HP.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, he's a
so-
paladin. He gets those fat HP dice. I'm at 18 AC, and I'm at the same health pool. I've got
but
44 HP.
I'm also on the very front line.
Mhm. But yeah, but Cardinal's up there in the front line too, is why I was
Yeah.
bringing it up.
And she's the healer. So,
Yes. So,
give
you should
Cardinal
take
the
that cloak.
cloak.
Thank you.
The brooch. I have to double check what that actually does.
It's
And then that
immunity to
feather
magic missile and force damage immunity or resistance.
Oh,
What's
nice.
the brooch called?
It's a brooch of shielding.
Do you guys think Ezekiel's going to betray us?
Resistance.
Seeing as he's not here, I have a bad feeling.
Brooch Resistance to force damage and immunity damage to magic missile.
Magic missile.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good. If you really
Yeah,
think
it's
about
nice.
it. And what was the other one?
Qual's feather token, which different types of exist, each with a single use effect, and it has
Basically makes a giant
So-
fan for 8 hours.
if you're on a boat ship, you can toss it.
This tiny
Interesting.
object looks like a feather. Different types of feather
Mhm.
tokens exist, each with a different single-use effect. The DM chooses the kind of token or determines it randomly.
Yep, and he said
And
it was the one
a
that looks like a fan. Yes, fan. So
If you're
it
on a boat or ship, you can use an action to toss the token up 10 feet in the air. The token disappears, and a giant flapping fan takes its place. The fan floats and creates a wind strong enough to fill the sails of one ship, increasing its speed by 5 miles per hour for 8 hours. Huh, that's actually
I'm going to
pretty handy.
step out of the room and then I'm going to
Yeah.
poke Cardinal if they're talking about this.
I figured that's what he was up to.
Insight check.
Why didn't you tell us you were leaving?
He wanted to go make sure that he was the one who did the thing so that he got the glory, so that he can increase his standing. He's
I
trying to be the
double-checked just
face.
to make sure he's not lying.
Get rid of this. How do I?
So you do sense there is a layer of truth to what he's saying because he did show up with the city guards, but he's not telling you all of the truth.
Mm-mm.
Ezekiel, why didn't you tell us you were going? You just disappeared.
Are the
Maybe you just
prisoners
vanished.
still alive?
Yeah.
The brooch sounds really useful.
Yeah, the brooch is cool.
All right.
I kind of want to use it,
Cardinal's
but
taking the
I kind
cloak.
of yeah. Cardinal's getting the cloak. Tobias is getting the greater healing potion.
One of them.
May I have
We
the
only had
other?
one.
Yeah,
I
go
thought
for
we
it.
had
No,
two.
we had two of them.
Oh, I thought we only had one.
No.
No.
Okay, are you trying to move the items over yourself?
I mean, I was trying to. I just don't know how to do it.
Because they're disappearing from your inventory.
Oh no, I just went in and deleted them because I don't
Oh.
know how to actually move them between people. I didn't know that was a thing.
I
thought
can
it was
do
just
it.
the
This
item
is the thing.
inventory. Okay, sorry.
Because now I gotta go find them again.
Sorry.
Quit breaking the game, Calgar.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. My
Actually,
dwarf,
I'll make a note of this and I'll
essence
deal with that
can
afterwards.
just, my dwarfishness just breaks everything. I'm too glorious. Talk to the
Afterwards,
beard.
we'll just put into Discord who's taking what item, and then I'll make sure that gets put over properly.
Perfect.
Okay.
Can I go over to Ezekiel and put a hand on his shoulder as I look into his eyes, dead serious, and say, "Trust is a road that goes both ways. Walk carefully." Thank you for bringing the cards.
Are the... Well, we're in the dark right now, so the guards can't see us, right?
Like if they know you're there, and they can kind of see like shadows moving around. One of them grabs one of the torches off the floor and kind of lights his way. But one does step forward and mentions that the city guard received word from the marshals that as soon as you are done destroying the cult, which it seems like you've done an excellent job of, they would like to see you in the square of marshals immediately.
Well. Elgar, do you have a bag of holding? Are we putting all the gold in your bag of holding?
Are the guards looking at us like we're criminals?
Roll an insight.
Oh,
You believe that they're trusting of you. Okay, is there anything else you guys want to do down here, or do you want to just head back up to the top?
Sounds good to me.
I think we're pretty much good. The
You have to be standing still to get a short rest.
You have to be doing like light activity, and yeah, that wouldn't. Everything that you've been doing, like the walk upstairs and getting the guards, no, you haven't had a chance to actually stop and rest yet.
with the 4 dead guards here at the end, the ones who are actually wearing deck equipment, were the swords still usable?
Yeah.
Because I know like a couple of them got roasted or something. So, how much of that gear could I salvage and shove into a bag?
If you wanted to take the time to strip the bodies, which I think it takes like what 20 minutes to take plate mail off, so you're looking at 80 minutes just to strip the bodies of the armor, and the swords like you just pick up from their cold dead hands. But like if you go to start stripping the armor, the guards are gonna be like, the marshals want you now.
I'm not gonna do the armor in front of everybody, but no, I'll just go grab the swords. So that's 4 long swords.
Yep, 4 long swords.
Okay.
All right.
And I'm
Go
not
on
like
your way.
bringing extra attention to it, but you guys have probably figured out by now that, I'm weirdly just putting stuff into this funny looking bag. But nobody's like specifically asked about it, so you guys just see me push stuff into this bag.
Where do you find all the space, Galgar?
There's Mary Poppins' bag.
Is it enchanted?
Hey, Mary Poppins had a bag of holding. We all know that.
all right, I'm ready to go.
Okay, so you guys head back up to the to Earhart's house, and 2 of the guards are escorting you because they want to make sure that you're going straight there. You're not wasting time in the city.
What was the kind of tone of voice that the guards said, "Hey, so and so wants to see you"?
Just like a matter of fact, there's just you can't tell if they're against you or like you might be able to pick up a little bit of being impressed at how much damage you've done.
Guys, why so paranoid? Nothing bad ever happens. Let's go see them.
They were very helpful in securing the scene.
Okay. So the guards take you. They kind of walk you through the streets, really without saying much to you guys. And from the time you left the cavern till you get back up to the top, make it across the street, it's been about, say, roughly a half hour.
I don't know any Elgar just talk about dwarven root magic, apparently.
Oh, you
Very
asked about it,
interesting.
and I
No,
wanted
no,
to
no.
make sure I responded to you.
Thanks.
Okay. And then walking into the square, unlike the first time you were in the Square of Marshals, there's a distinct lack of people here. And just standing about 20 feet past the entrance are 3 marshals. And as you come in, they kind of eye you up and down. And what was his name? Stoltz steps forward and says, "Were you successful?"
I'll step up and say we were, and I'll hand him the receipt for our time at the beauty salon.
We found some cultists underneath the city.
Your
I
guards
think
are
we had a couple
securing
of
the
heads.
scene.
We were
We had a
able to
couple of heads
dispatch
with us.
them. They did say, in passing, the Chaos Warriors who caused havoc inside the city did their job, so we believe that they were the culprits of all of this, leading or opening up the gates. But I have a sinking sensation that they weren't the only ones.
And they're just kind of nodding along, following your explanation. It's like that's all making sense. And Stoltz just looks at the receipt that Tobias hands him, and then looks up. It's like,
This
what?
looked much better before I got fireballed. I'm sorry. It was worth it, I promise.
You spent how much at a hair salon?
Infiltration
Hey,
is difficult.
It was great gossip.
I
Perfect. It led us
want
exactly
to
where we needed
add
to
that
go.
I did not partake in the snail salon gossip stuff.
He just kind of laughs and hands you back the receipt, and it's like, you do understand. Like, I know exactly where you went, and they are very good at picking up outsiders, and you know that you got fleeced, right? For
Hey, I
citizens
looked
of the
great.
city, they charge a quarter of the price.
I looked great. For a moment, at least.
I'm sure you looked fabulous.
Yeah.
Told you were being ripped off.
Okay, so you guys have been successful, which I truly appreciate. Um, and I would like to say that this is the end of what we're going to ask of you. But before we go, we need to go over to the palace as what the hell is his name?
I don't know. You live here. Tell me.
Let's just say as the Graph wants to talk to you.
McGrath, the crime dog? Take a bite out of crime?
Ezekiel, you would know that Graf is title for the Lord of the City and the Elector Count of
Of the Empire.
Middenland.
Yeah,
No, of that province of the Empire.
yeah. That's the guy that votes on the political issues for a long
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the council. Yeah, thing.
Yeah,
Seems
basically the
little.
regional governor.
What's the
But
perception
why?
roll for?
Just to see who was in the room.
We're not in the room. We're outside.
In a
You're
courtyard
in
of
the
marshals.
plaza and you're with the
I
marshals.
misheard.
Okay, so the marshals and the guards that are with you, they walk you across up to the north. We're into the palace area. And as you're coming up to the palace, you're looking around. You see it's a series of stone buildings surrounded by tall iron railings that end in spear tips. Beyond the railings are private quarters for the Graf and his family, and there are intricate, beautiful carvings along the walls that the craftsmanship is unique in Middenheim, in that Calgar, you recognize most of the buildings have dwarvish hand, like it's clear dwarves worked on them. This building is unique in
Interesting.
that there has been no touch of dwarves on them, but you're able to recognize the legendary skills of artisans from Tilia and Bretonia who've put their own special touch on the building.
Aha!
Okay. So
I
some
hand a
actual
handkerchief
good
to
manly
Calgar.
hand-
He's drooling.
I wouldn't say he's drooling, but he gets a little tear in his eye, but it
I-
kind of like gets like soaked into his bushy eyebrows.
I start like stroking my beard as I have a smile on my face as I'm just quietly admiring the actual good handiwork of just of somebody actually enjoying their craft and putting their passion into it.
And then you're brought into the building, and you're guided through a few corridors and brought into the throne room for the Graph. And as you step in, the marble walls of the room soar to 40 feet in height, supported by intricately carved pillars with a level of craftsmanship that leaves dwarves marveling at the fact that they were created by men. The frescoes that adorn the columns depict everything from the Fist of Ulrich striking the mountain upon which the city was founded, to dwarven refugees being taken in after fleeing the Middle Mountain, and chaos monstrosities being flung from the walls by the city defenders. And sitting at the throne at the far end of the room is Graf Boris Todbringer. His family's been effectively the rulers of Middenheim and Middenland for millennia.
Forget, is it appropriate to bow or
I
kneel
get
to,
down
for
on
these
one
people?
knee and bow my head.
Yes, yeah, it is appropriate. Effectively, a good way to look at it is
You
a
see the
graph or
Bretonian
the
knight.
electric count. Hold on, let me finish what I'm saying. Because Bretonian protocol is different from the Empire, right? But like an electric count is effectively, I wouldn't say quite prince, but definitely duke. Same level there.
I would follow whatever the appropriate empire custom of a noble greeting a graph. The graph would be as far as bow or kneel. An
Okay.
introduction.
I don't think Cardinal would kneel or bow so much as just a nod of respect, but I'll remain standing.
Ditto.
I nod, and then I keep looking at the artwork and the structure.
I kneel.
He just raised a hand. It's like, rise. You, for what you've done for the city, you've made our city streets and within the walls safer. You do not need to go to that extent, Sir Knight. But I wanted to thank you, and I do feel that there is more to this attack than just the taking of an artifact. And if you are willing, I want you to pursue and hunt down the architect of this brazen attack and end that threat.
No, I'm gonna go home. Bye.
I'm kidding. I am 100% kidding.
As we just see the owl fly out as fast as he can.
He goes for a window, but there's glass there and just bonks it.
He's trying to fly at it like a fly, just.
I'll say, well, yeah, I'd be interested in more work, but you guys still owe us money for the last work.
The marshal will make sure that you are paid before you leave the city walls. For now, looking at the state that you're in, I think you guys probably want to take a breather. I'm not going to have you go to any any of the taverns or anything like that, you're welcome to the hospitality of my palace. The servants will wait on you hand and foot. And he looks over at Ezekiel and is like, I don't know what to make of that expression, but I would appreciate it if all of my belongings remain within my walls.
Of course, I would never besmirch the
Just
name.
want to make sure. Usually, if I say my hospitality is extended, people do get that glimmer of like, I'm stealing his towels.
Well, I was more the delicious food that I know that
Don't
you're.
steal the silver spoons.
Yes, so we have rooms that are assigned to you in the East Wing. You will be hard pressed to find accommodations more luxurious than what we have here.
Is there a
Now,
forge?
is he double crossing us? Like, is he going to lock the doors in the middle of the night and take us in?
Insight.
You're paranoia, buddy.
No, you're fairly confident he's just relieved, and he's just being generous.
What race is Tobias again?
Half elf.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Calgar, you asked if there was a forge?
Yes.
He thinks for a second, goes, no. But I do want to give you something. He gets off his throne, walks.
I start stroking my beard and just watching curiously, eyebrow raised.
Okay.
He hands you a stone slab.
No, no. He gets off his throne and he walks towards the door on the left side, and he gets about halfway across and he turns over to look over his shoulder to make sure you are following him.
Yes.
And he pushes
I'll start
open
walking
a set of ornate doors, and within the room that he opens up is a painting. There's a mural on the wall that depicts dwarves coming down from the middle mountain and being greeted by tribesmen at the foot of the mountain. And you look through the painting and you watch the story progress as first the human tribe brings them in, feeds them, clothes them, and then it progresses to construction builds at the top of the mountain as they start building the city together. And in the corner on a stand of armor is a suit of Gromrel armor that glimmers in like the slightest flicker of torchlight flashes across this armor. And he points to that and he said, that armor, as legend has it, was forged by the Ruin Lord Drakrug Stoneback when they were forced to flee Karak Kazarak as the Greenskins took over the mountain. That armor has been present within the city of Middenheim for over 2,500 years. And we have held it until there's a hero that could... Until there was someone of sufficient stature that could wield it properly.
I'm just gonna be staring at the armor, looking over every little inch and gleam, and just like, it's just pure adoration of its workmanship and just the incredible craftsmanship to shape Gromrel in the first place, and the
Anime
level of
eyes.
detail and everything in this. Apparently, Bertrand wanted to like follow along with this. Is he in the room too? Or did he
I
He's in
am
the room.
definitely.
And he
I'm
understands that there are
definitely
dwarven words being said, but he's not quite sure what.
I like history. Come on.
Yeah. So as you're like running, you feel compelled to the point like you're getting closer and you're running your hands over it, and
Also, yeah, my jaw is like on the floor, and I'm just like, yeah.
yeah, and your hands go over it, and as you're going across the breastplate, you can still feel the heat of the forge as your hands pass over two runes that are carved, the runes of fire and reflection.
I believe that would be a good fit for a worthy dwarf, Calgar.
And the Graf nods and he says, "And with what I'm asking you, I think you're going to need it." In other words, happy birthday, buddy.
Oh, happy birthday, Bastion.
Happy birthday,
birthday.
You
Bastion.
can't see my. I
I mean, Calgar.
So when
Wrong
you get a
character.
chance, chance,
Oh, yeah, wrong character.
um, where is this from? I'll tell you the book that it's in, but the armor's called Brazen Armor.
I'm pretty sure I've seen that somewhere.
Yeah, it's in one of the source books. It's fucking cool. I think it's effectively
Where
plus
did I see
one.
that?
It's plus one plate, and gives you resistance against fire and radiant damage.
Nice.
That's
And then
pretty
he
cool.
gestures out of the room
Mhm.
and says, "Now, I insist. Please go have a rest."
I'd like to stay here and admire this and the beautiful artistry of the construction of this place.
If you want to take that as part of your rest, you're welcome to all parts of the palace, except for my personal chambers, and the treasury, and the armory. Basically, stay to the public areas. Okay.
I will. You don't have anything to worry from me.
Now, so
Where is the nearest forge? I have a minor project I need to complete.
that's going to be down in the alt quarter in the southeast corner of the city. There's
there a
there's a heavy
magic-
dwarven community there.
Okay.
So you're saying?
Is there a magical weapon shop anywhere nearby?
He's not familiar with any, but I'm sure that's something we can sort out in the downtime.
Sure.
I wait until everybody leaves to ask a favor of. I don't know if I would address him as his lordship or what the Mr. Graf title, how to address him.
Lordship is probably there, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna hang back to eavesdrop.
You're so trusting.
I know, right?
All I do is try to speed things up and help us along, and everybody hates me. So I'd say, Your Lordship, your city has been very generous in the rewards that they've offered us so far, and I am sure that we'll be well paid for, your reputation stands as one of the most honorable in the Empire. So I would ask a favor that in lieu of my payment on this next job, you would assist me in reestablishing my noble house. I'm Ezekiel von Mildenstein, as I'm sure you're already aware, and I don't know how keyed in you are to Alftan politics and what happened, but I have turned my life around. I've given up the drink, and I seek to restore honor to my family, and your assistance would go greatly in that matter.
He just kind of nods and is like, for what you've done for the city so far, you absolutely will have my support. For what you're about to do for the Empire and the people of the world, you will not need my support.
I appreciate the kind words, and then I'll leave.
Okay. So then...
You see Cardinal, waiting outside. Very obviously.
I'm just gonna
We're gonna look for the liquor cabinet on the way to our quarters.
Just raise an eyebrow as I pass Cardinal, and I go, "Oh, you were listening," and then I continue walking.
Pecking. We're good. I clapped him on the back. I'll call that a step forward.
Okay, there's one more thing I want to go over before we call it a night. So, you guys are going to go through a long rest, okay? And you spend the night just kind of rejoicing in the fact that you went through an ordeal, you survived, you helped the city, you helped countless refugees. And then as the night breaks, you break off into your own rooms, and you fall off into sleep. Bertrand.
Yes?
So as you drift to sleep, Your consciousness detaches from the familiar realm of time and space. Colors blend, shapes morph, and you find yourself in an ethereal detachment, floating amidst an endless expanse of shimmering possibility. Slowly, your awareness begins to coalesce, like droplets of water forming a cohesive stream. You find yourself standing in a forest, bathed in a soft, otherworldly light that seems to emanate from the very trees themselves. The air is thick with magic, and the scent of pine and earth fills your senses. In the distance, through the dense foliage, you spot a clearing, and as you approach, you witness a scene straight out of legend. There's a knight clad in gleaming armor, locked in combat with several shadowy figures. And the knight moves with grace and precision, his sword shield flashing in the air as he fends off his attackers. As the shadowy figures press him back to the edge of a shimmering lake, the knight shouts out a single word of command, his voice echoing through the glade, and it sounds like he's saying, Skida. The herald on his shield, which is a stark white unicorn on an azure field, flashes in response, and the shield slowly lifts up from his arm to float in the air at his side. His hands now free, it joins with his other hand grasping the hilt of his sword in a powerful grip, and the knight takes a moment to steady himself before throwing himself back into the melee with a renewed fury. The battle rages on, the clash of steel against steel reverberating through the trees. The knight moves like a dancer through the shadowy figures, his sword a blur in the night, matched only by the shield that dances around his body to protect him from the closest of strikes. Within a matter of moments, the indistinct figures are defeated, dispersing into wisps of shadow. The knight, victorious but weary, turns to face you. As he sheathes his sword, the knight repeats the word of command. The shield ceases its graceful dance around his body and settles into his waiting hands. And as he approaches you, you notice the crest atop his helmet has a gaping emptiness that would normally be filled with an animal of some kind. And it's at this moment you force yourself to take a closer look, and you're able to faintly make out the familiar eyes hidden within the shadowed visor. The eyes...
Barrett?
He doesn't answer. The eyes are kind and filled with the weight of countless battles. Without a word, he extends the shield, offering it to you. Your hands reach out to take the shield on their own accord, and as your fingers brush against the steel, you feel a surge of power coursing through you. It's as if the very essence of the forest is flowing into you, infusing you with a new strength and purpose. With a nod of gratitude, the knight takes several steps back as the light of the forest begins to dim. You reach out, desperate to connect once again with the knight, as all that exists around you fades into nothingness. The last thing you see before darkness takes you is a glimmer of light flashing off his great helm, as the knight removes it, revealing a face that is more familiar than your own reflection. Darkness descends, and a familiar voice, warm and comforting, whispers a final word to you. Soon, my dear friend, we will meet again. Soon. And blackness.
I have to say, I got chills.
Yeah, me too.
Because that was Sir Barrett. My friend.
And then in the morning, when you wake up, you repeat the word of command. And your shield that you
Was it
have...
Skillet?
Skida. Skydda.
Totally wrong.
Yeah.
Skillet. I summon the
You have
prime-
your shield
them
resting
for
against the
me.
wall by your sword and your armor. You say the word, and the shield lifts up from the ground and starts to circle around your own body.
That is one of my favorite items that I've never actually been able to use.
It's an animated shield.
I know, it's
And
fantastic.
again, now this time, like etched on the inside, it's just a quick message. Again, it says, "Happy birthday, buddy."
Oh, happy birthday.
That's rad. Thank you.
Animated shield is amazing.
Fucking sick.
Yeah, it's like, so you say the word, the shield floats around you, so you still get the benefit of your shield, but you have both access to both hands. So now you can go two-handed on your longsword.
Yeah, it frees up your hand. It lasts for a minute,
That's
and then
rad.
after that minute's over, if your hand is free, it'll return to your hand. or it just sits on the ground right next to you, and then you could just re-say the command word, and it'll go active again.
That's a very rare shield.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
They are
Oh.
amazing.
Because, like, I know we do the whole, like, you get a thing for your birthday, and I appreciate the random rolling of it, but for something like that, I want to make sure it's actually useful for the character.
True.
So, I like, for both you guys, I went through and, like, it's like, okay, what could possibly work? What could do it? What could do it? Oh, that's fucking cool. What about this? Oh, that's cool, too.
Oh,
I can only give
I
them
love
one.
it. Like you couldn't see my face, but I am just ecstatic. Because I can't remember where I saw it, but I have read about the British Army before.
I've read it too, but I can't remember where.
Oh. And
It's
Wow.
in
Good job,
the
Esther.
layers of Atheris. It's Ghostfire Gaming.
yeah, that makes sense. That
But
makes
you actually
sense.
have to go into the source book. You can't just search it for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Wielding
Yeah,
the
no,
shield
the-
increases your AC by 2.
It's the same effects as a standard shield, but you're not using any hands on it, so it just flies around you.
That's rad.
So
Oh, and
you can run around with a halberd and have this shield flying around you, so you still get the +2 for it.
except he's small, so if he uses anything that's
Okay,
heavy,
but
he gets disadvantage.
example.
And there's one more thing I want to do for you guys. Ding! You leveled up.
Hey.
Oh yeah,
And we'll call it a night.
it's fucking awesome.
Hey, that alliteration of the dream is pretty rad.
I would love to say that I got, like, take full credit for it, but 90% of that is ChatGPT.
Fuck it, I
Are you
don't care.
serious?
Yes.
That's great. You need to show me how.
Good job, Azrael.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was fun. And I was sure we were gonna have to kill Ezekiel.
I know. That's why I was like, I have to double check.
Me?
Yeah.
Right. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my internet blipped on my laptop, and so I'm using my phone now. Yeah, I don't know when the internet died. I was just trying to say that the only thing I'd like to do before we finish up is that I'd like to go to the nearest forge, and I wanted to finish up the rune tankard for Cardinal. I wanted to finish that and strike the rune into it so it becomes the same thing as mine does. Where it just gives unlimited liquid. And then I'll pour...
The same liquid?
Yes, it's the same liquid. And
So
then...
now has an unending supply of Bugman's however many X's it was?
6. It's Bugman 6 double X. And then the other thing I'd like to do is there's a picture in Discord chat. I think I sent it like a couple weeks ago. It was a joke of that Iron Drake's beard armor. Is I'd like to make that for my home. And after I finish up the beard armor, and then that tankard, I'm gonna head back to everybody else.
Okay. Yeah, that's all stuff that can be done in the downtime.
Yeah.
You made me a tankard, but that's the sickest.
Yeah, that's where what was it in our 2 sessions ago, I think, before we actually went down into the cultist cave. I went and made the tankard, but I didn't finish up the rune magic because that's another chunk of stuff for it. But yeah, so I'm just gonna get that finished up, and then everybody else can do what they want.
I got a question about the shield.
Yep.
Is there any charges to it?
Nope.
No, it just
Holy
goes.
shit.
Yeah, no, animated shield is like
You could use
God
it
tier.
essentially every other encounter.
You
can
could use
every
it
minute.
every encounter.
That's what I was just
There's
saying.
there's no cooldown on it. As soon as it drops down to the ground, all you have to do is say the command word again.
That's rad.
Yep.
How to make nerds happy. Give them imaginary toys for their imaginary characters.
Yes.
What were you gonna say, Booty?
I've lost train of thought.
I was gonna go nuclear on Booty. I was preparing it.
For what?
That's why it's a good
They
thing
don't
that I
trust you.
like
I
checked
don't
it.
understand.
I'm a rogue who does demon magic. Also, let me just disappear right after a battle.
Never said it was demon magic. It's just eldritch energy. There's a difference.
In this world?
Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna call it a night, and yeah, no, I'm glad you guys had fun, and that you appreciated the custom selected magic items for you.
I can't
Yeah,
wait
no,
to
it
find
was awesome.
Thanks everybody for tuning in.
Yes,
Check us
thank
out
you
next
everybody
week.
who tuned in tonight's episode of.
Rise
Rise
Don't
of
have
the
a name yet.
Everchosen.
To the Rise of the Everchosen.
Von Mittelstein's Mercenaries.
No.
If it was, with how much they don't trust you anymore, it ain't that anymore.
Technically, that is how I introduced us at the very start when we ran into the city during the siege. I'm not saying that's what we're actually going with, but...
Anyways, thank you very much, everybody. We will see you next week. Same time.
Bye.
Have a good
Bye
night.
bye.
Bye.